Hi everyone, welcome back to Designers for Lunch. Today we have Valdís Steinarsdóttir with us from Iceland, a designer that works with animal bones to make her products. So that's something that really interested us to introduce to you. So I want to say welcome to Valdís, welcome to Isola.design Festival and to Isola TV. Ciao Valdís.
Hi, thanks for having me.
How are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for taking part in this event. We really appreciate your work, and so we wanted to tell a little bit more to our followers about it and about you. So let's start from there. So what is your background? Tell us a little bit about you, about your past, about your present, and your studio. Introduce yourself.
So I graduated from the Icelandic Art Academy in 2017 from product design, and I've been working independently since then. And it was actually at school where I started exploring animal products and the byproducts of the industry. So I've been doing it for quite some time now. And but still, that's not the only thing I'm doing, but still it has taken a lot of my time and focus. It's because it's not only my project Just Bones where I'm using animal bones. I'm also making packaging from animal hides.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's like this natural package, plastic-like material, and the idea is in the future to wrap it in meat, so it's like packaging for meat. And so yeah.
Really interesting about this. I really want to know more. I'm happy to do this chat, this talk with you, because I really want to know more about it. So you started to work with this research about animals and about products that can materials that can come from the university. It's something that because it's really particular. I never heard something like this in Italy or somewhere else. So it's it's there that you took inspiration to start working with this process. Tell us a little bit about the process. What is the transformation process of this material that then becomes a design product?
So in the Just Bones project, the process is first you have to collect the bones, and I collect them from local farmers and the slaughterhouse, and then you have to clean the bones, and then I burn them or treat them with different temperatures of heat, and then basically I pulverize them into fine dust, and to make the glue from the bones as well, I just basically boil them for a long period of time and treat them with the natural fruit extract. And yeah, then I mix it back together, and then the material is liquid, and I can mold it similar to ceramics, pour it into a mold and get any shape I want. And after it has dried, it has similar strength to MDF material, and then I can saw, laser cut, drill it, work with it in more ways.
Wow. And did you try this material just for basis? You made other products, you made other tests?
So yeah, I've made tableware and toys from them. Because in Iceland in the olden days, children used to use animal bones as toys.
Really?
Yeah. So it's like a reference to that time when it was a jawbone of horses, and these different kinds of bones were different animals. So they had their own little farm out of bones. So yeah, that is what I'm referencing there.
So there is a connection with that. It's even more interesting. What kind of toys so do you make?
It's basically just miniature animals I make out of them for now. And in the future, I would like to make a book or something in that realm, like teaching the process and make it into like this thing that people can gather, because a lot of people get bones when they buy meat, and
Yeah, of course.
just discard the bones or maybe give it to your dog. I don't think people are using the bones. So I would love for people to know how to make it, and maybe it could be like a gathering, like you have a big feast, and then afterwards you have to utilize everything off the dinner table to prepare for the next dinner. So maybe make the tableware for next gathering out of what is left.
It would be incredible. It would be incredible because, like, I think it's something interesting because it's not very common. Like, to be honest, it's the first time that that I meet a designer that works with this kind of materials, and there is really, as you said, a reference actually to your culture, to your tradition. So it's also making really interesting this fact. It would be, I think it would be great to create to give the, I mean, to explain the process, to make people like work with it, because it's true, like we actually, when you eat meat, and I guess also there you eat a lot of meat, like you have many bones that you can use for this. It's interesting. But do you think it's something that you might show, or you ever showed in a workshop to someone?
Sorry, showed what? Sorry.
Did you ever make a workshop, or you showed the process? The process.
Yeah. So I'm like just a small like workshop with friends and family, basically. But yeah, I'm definitely striving to do it on a bigger scale. But it's fun to see how other people work with your materials.
I guess so. I guess so. So, and is there any other material that you work with? Any other organic materials that you tried for your work?
I've been looking into agar recently,
Okay.
and that's a really interesting material, and also mold, which is also just amazing material. Mushroom and the wood system, mycelium system. It's fascinating. So yeah, I've started looking into that a bit.
That's interesting. That's really interesting. And we were talking just before the live, and you were saying that you're gonna make a new project actually for Design March. That is an event in Iceland that is going to happen this year in May, actually. But so it's gonna be there soon. Like, do you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah. So that project, I make a 2-dimensional mold and have a natural liquid which I can pour into a mold. And with this, I am researching how to look at the new ways to manufacture clothing. So after I pour the liquid into the mold and the material dries, you can take out a top, and you basically have a garment. And the mold is kind of like a puzzle, so you can switch it around. So if you want one type of top, you can arrange the mold for the size you want or the shape you want. And after
Amazing.
you have used your garment, you can remelt it, change your mold up again, and melt it again. So you have like your own factory at home with the same mold, the same material, which you can reuse again and again in different ways.
I think that's a really incredible experience also for it will be for visitors of the event. So like I really hope we can try it in Milan, maybe in September. We will talk about it. So you have been nominated Nordic Designer of the Year for Max Nova. Like that's a great satisfaction, I guess.
Oh wow, it's such an honor. Just it was a really strong competitors this year, and I wasn't expecting to win, and it was just mind-blowing, and it has been like a great honor, and just really opened so many doors for me. And
that's good.
Yeah, it's amazing. And I was also shortlisted in the Design Awards which was also amazing. Like again, like amazing people that were nominated as well, and I've just been mind blown by this and so grateful.
That's great. As you know, we just launched our Isola.design awards, so that's also another opportunity. And what are your next goals? What do you expect from the next years from your work? Do you have any specific goal that you want to reach?
I think COVID has taught me that making future plans is a dangerous thing, because always something can happen that changes your plans. So my big goal is just to continue and make more projects and be happy. I think that's my biggest goal.
How did you live the last year and a half? Like, did the pandemic affect in some way your work? Did you get as someone inspired actually, or you got I don't know, a bad mood, so it was really hard for you to work? Because there are two different directions, as I heard in the past months from other designers. So how was your experience with the pandemic?
The pandemic definitely like makes you stop and just rethink your whole life and just life in general. And it didn't affect me personally that much, thank God. But but it made me rethink, for example, how designers can exhibit their work. So last Design March, which was held in June, I had an exhibition where I was using ASMR for people to experience my material experiments, because usually people want to use tactile feeling to like understand the materials, because when you talk about the materials, people have like, oh, this is how it will feel like.
But that's the hard part of digital.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So really wanted to take, even though it was a physical exhibition, I really wanted to take like this ASMR, which is kind of a virtual thing, into life and just make people experience the materials in new ways. So you can rather listen to the material and like see it and have the ASMR tingles like through your body. And that's I think that's interesting how we like, and now like so many great exhibitions are online, but still like it's a challenge to like how can we still like interact with people even though it's online. And I found that ASMR is like a very intimate thing, and which I was really grateful for, because now everything is happening through computers, so it's really nice to have something more physical and personal as well with it.
It's true. That's what people miss actually, because as you said, like even for us, like after the event last year got canceled, like we launched a digital platform, but we knew like the experience would be completely different, even if we try to recreate it somehow with the let's say with the possibilities we had, like technologically, like with virtual spaces, with all the tools that we developed, but it's never comparable to it can't be comparable to a physical event, to a physical experience, because actually the experience is what I understood that that's for you is really important, right? So to move people with your projects. That's something that I think it really defines you, right?
Yeah, definitely. I hope so.
You want to give emotions to people with what you do, and tell like somehow the story and of the research of the project.
Yeah, definitely. I think design should move you and like provoke something within you, because if it doesn't, then I think it's not. That's my taste, at least in design. I want the designers to be tackling like uncomfortable issues, because for example, like with my material research, like it is a taboo surrounding the topic that really got me interested in it, because we have to be able to talk about difficult things, and be not everyone has to agree, but still like designers have I think, such a platform to make like people talk about things that they wouldn't
It's true.
otherwise talk about. So I think
I totally agree. I totally agree. It's not just about functionality or aesthetics. Like that's what we always say. Design, at least today, like it has to be much, much, much more. So that's why we're really happy to have designers like you in our community, in our event. So I want to thank you very much for being with us today. And let's talk soon. And I really hope we can give the experience that you already tried to give in your previous events, also in Milan in September. I really wish we can do so.
Yeah, sounds great.
Thank you, and thank you everyone for being with us. Have a nice day and have a nice weekend. Bye bye.
Bye.